Keith Fitch, and welcome to the Pink Powerhouse Show brought to you by Society Bites Radio, which is a part of the Radio Ear Network family. Hey, we are so excited to be back with our reboot month, if you will. We were not airing for a couple of months, but we are back recharged, renewed, and we have some amazing guests lined up, and particularly the one that we have today. And it so happens that we are aligning with Women's History Month. And so all during the month of March, we are going to have some amazing women come on here and share their stories of triumph, their stories of chasing their dreams, and just kind of going along with their passions and doing something totally different. And today's guest is one of those women. Before I actually start talking to her, I just want to tell you a little bit about her. She is absolutely amazing. Her name is Amy Fleece. She is the owner and operator of Pink and Navy Boutique, which is located on Florida's beautiful Anna Maria Island. Amy is a PhD person. She's a doctor and she has a PhD in psychology, but now she is the owner of one of the trendiest boutiques in Southwest Florida. Her journey is very interesting and it's inspiring. And I'm going to let her tell you a little bit later how she kind of followed this path. Part of it is that her kids were approaching college age, and she, like I was a stay-at-home mom, and she's trying to figure out what her next step would be. And her next step, thankfully for us, is this absolutely cute boutique on Anna Maria Island. Amy says that she attributes her trying to kind of redirect her life and finding what her passion is based on some of her life experiences. She lost her mom at an early age while she was in high school unexpectedly, and then she lost a child at 30 weeks of pregnancy. It was these two experiences that kind of helped her realize how important time is and how to value time, yourself, and the people that you love. And also kind of chasing after the things that you want to when you have the opportunity. And that's exactly what she did. She purchased Pink and Navy in 2017, and it is doing phenomenal. And I want her to really talk about the things that she learned and how she drew upon her life experiences. Because sometimes, even though she has a PhD in psychology, just that and life experiences kind of can propel you to the next step. And I think she probably has some things to share with us about that. So without no further ado, I'd like to introduce my friend and fellow entrepreneur, Mrs. Amy Fleece. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for tearing yourself away from the boutique, because I know you're super busy.
Yes, so we're heading into spring break season.
Spring break, and that's one of your heaviest seasons.
It is. Yeah. It's one of our busiest.
So talk to me. So before you purchased Pink and Navy, I know Amy because our kids grew up together, but I also know her because she played a administration role in the school that our kids both went to, but she also did stuff in academia on a collegiate level. So let's just talk about that transition from a stay-at-home mom to kind of part-time academia to now just a full-fledged entrepreneur. How was that like, and what was it like?
Sure. I mean, it's a really interesting path because I think most women that I know had some sort of career before having kids, and then took a time in their lives where they wanted to focus on the kids and spent their time with the kids, and it's well worth it, and it's awesome to do. But then there's still that little part of you that wants to be contributing and doing something else and using your brain in a different way.
Yes.
And so I did sort of piece together little parts of my career. I did stay home with the kids for the first couple of years. When my youngest was born, my oldest was 3 years and 3 months old. So I had 3 kids, 3 and under, basically. It was insane for a little while.
Yeah.
But when they got a little bit older, and all 3 of them were at least like in preschool and stuff like that, I did start working at the kids' school, just part-time in an administrative process.
Yeah.
And I had my PhD and had been using it prior to having kids in like the industrial organizational psychology world, so like for big businesses and stuff. And when I moved down here, I started using it for teaching, which was so fun to get back into because I taught at USF, and it's just great. College students are awesome. It's just a fun way to be in the field and use your brain. But again, it was part-time. And I did sort of those two things as the kids went through school. And then when my youngest graduated from the school our kids went to, which goes through 8th grade, I decided I would graduate with him.
Okay. That's my graduation. I like how you put that.
When he graduated from Center Montessori School, I did too, because I really wanted something.
Yeah, I graduated too. That's great.
Did you graduate too?
I think I did, actually.
About when did you start this? A little before that.
Yeah, it was, because I much like you, I started part-time while the kids were at school.
Yeah.
I started training. I worked at a gym, and then I started doing something part-time. I was as an independent contractor, but just during the times that they were not at home, just to keep myself busy. But let me see, when did I come here full time? I think Jordan may have been like in the sixth grade, so close to kind of so close to him graduating. I never thought about it like that. That's hilarious. Okay, anyway,
I graduated with Colin, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted something full time, but I wanted to be able to control my schedule, because I wanted to be able to, the kids couldn't all drive yet. I wanted to be able to pick them up or take them to track or whatever activities they were doing. And it's hard to go back into a full-time business world when you've been out of it for a while. And it's also hard to have total control over your schedule.
Yes.
So one of the ways to do that is to own your own business.
That's that is the
I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Owning your own business, but there's so much positive that you can get out of doing that.
Why retail? Why boutique? I know
it's so funny.
Because it is funny. That is what it's so different.
It is so different. And I would go on long walks with my friends and talk about, I'm going to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. And the way I fell into this is my husband called me or texted me one day and said, "Hey, Janae's thinking about selling Peak and Navy. Do you have any interest?" And I was like, literally, I was like, actually, I do.
Light bulb.
And I've never worked a day of retail in my life before I bought the store.
Isn't that something?
Never. Like, my high school job was working in an ice cream parlor. So, like, actual retail with clothing and everything. I've always loved it. I love the way clothes make you feel. I love helping other people feel good.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a store where we have clothes from size extra small to XXL.
So fit everybody.
Women can shop together, all girlfriends, all moms and daughters and grandmothers can shop together and at least have fun. Whether or not they find something, so what? They can try stuff on and have fun with it.
Because that's a big part of shopping, just being able to try and let me see, try it on.
And it's just being with other women. Yeah. It's just an activity that a lot of women like to do.
Oh, I love just being around women.
Yes, you're around
it's awesome.
You're around women a lot. And another goal that I had for the store was that I wanted to, one, try and find as many local brands as I could, and then also to find as many brands as possible that do good or give back or help the environment. Just try and support good brands so that when you're buying something, you can feel good about it.
You know that you do, because you pick out all the clothes. You actually go actively engage and go sort. You've taken a few trips.
I go to markets.
Yeah.
All New York and Vegas and Atlanta and buy pick out the clothes. They come 6 months later. And,
so how much change did you have to make to the boutique to kind of make your own imprint on it?
It's definitely it's a very different boutique.
It is.
I don't know if you ever went in before. It's different. But I think that's naturally going to happen whenever somebody buys a business.
It's your personality. It's coming through.
Yeah,
your personality.
Different people, so it just became a different shop. And I just had certain goals for it, like my inclusivity was a big, huge part of it.
Yeah.
And it's been a journey, too, because I didn't know what I was doing literally didn't know what I was doing when I started.
What was the learning curve? So you bought it in 2017. How was the learning curve for that? In relation to like other jobs, so obviously with other jobs you had an idea because it was in your field,
right?
So the learning curve had to be a little more challenging.
It was challenging, but it's not rocket science.
No,
it's stuff that you can learn. Obviously I had to learn the business side and how to run the business. I had to learn all the terminology and how to talk to people at market. I actually went to market before I even closed on the store, because I wanted to get merchandise done, so that was really weird. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to talk to all the vendors and what was expected or how anything worked. But you just sort of figure it out.
Was there any downtime in between when you purchased it and then when you just kind of you open it up and then you kind of move it? I love it. I love it.
Huge leap of faith. I think I'm gonna make this work.
People always talk about pink and navy now, so that leap of faith really worked. And how was the adjustment from a home life? Because obviously the kids are older now, so they don't. Although we want to think that they need us as much as they did when they were little. And we're like, you do need, no, we'd rather do this ourselves. How was that adjustment for you? Because obviously now, with your own business, it's your baby. Small businesses require a lot of hours, right? You typically, if you're not there doing something, you're probably not making money. Like you have to kind of be in the thick of it. So how has that changed for you in terms of home life?
I mean, it's different, obviously. Yeah. It's great. I think it's good because I think the kids had to have a little bit more independence.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a challenge balancing and coming home and then still trying to have a family dinner and then maybe hopping back on the computer and doing a bunch of work for a while.
Dead tired.
You're never really done.
No, you're never done. It's always something.
When the buck stops here, you're never really done.
You're always trying to figure out how you can get more customers, right? How to get in new customers.
There's just always something else to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about the flair, like, because it's definitely island living. But if somebody asked you kind of what is the personality of the store, first of all, I think it's awesome that you're searching for suppliers who are who as much as you can environmentally friendly, who like to give back, and also local brands, which is really important. She's supporting local businesses as much as possible. But how would you describe, if someone was to ask you, kind of describes the essence of pink and navy, how would you respond to that? Because it's definitely your personality.
That's a good question.
It's definitely a personality. It's definitely fun. It's happy. It's trendy. It's all of those things.
Yes, it is. It definitely has a beach vibe because we're on an island.
Yeah.
And we try to find the current trends that are going to be fun for people. We try to have things be affordable. But it's just sort of fun.
It is a fun store.
It's really what I want.
That's what I say. It's fun and fun.
And I want you to come in and walk around and feel like you go around. Not that there's corners, but as you sort of go around, you discover new little things that you might not expect to find. We try and have a lot of things that have some humor in them. Yeah. And get a lot of people laughing when they're reading different things.
That was the first thing that I was thinking about. Some of the stuff because I follow her on Instagram and we'll talk about all those things, how you can follow Pink and Navy. People can shop online as well.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that as well. But a lot of the things they have, all these funny sayings on them, and it's very cute, and it's just it's things that I think is fun, and it's all in very good taste, very funny, good taste.
Yeah, we try to do that. We try to have fun things. We do have some really fun books, and we try to have some things that are for girls that are empowering statements. And but anything funny also that's hopefully in good taste, like you said.
Yeah.
But just let's have some fun, in life and laugh a little.
One of our boot camps, Pink and Navy, supplied us with the cutest tank tops. They were pink and black, and it had #GirlGang.
Yeah, it said support your local
support your local girl.
And then we did them for you, #Pink Powerhouse.
Yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute, and quite a few women said this. So they are able to do some of those things as long as they have a big enough order for that. So that's for anybody out there who's thinking about doing stuff like that. That's something that they can actually absolutely do.
Customize something.
So chasing your dreams, how you feeling now? You loving life?
It's great. Yeah. It's great. I mean, it's scary at the beginning, but I feel really comfortable in it now.
Are you at the point now